solution. But basically when we are finding the concentration, which actually means to find the concentration, which actually means the amount of solute present in a unit quantity of solvent or a unit quantity of solution. But first of all, when we are trying to find the concentration, it is also known as strength of a solution, which depends on solute present in that solution, and there are various methods to find the concentration. But out of all these methods, the most used method is the method for percentage. So in the category of percentage, there are two types, or there are two formulas based on the concentration. Either it can be percentage of mass or it can be percentage of volume. Now when we are using the percentage of mass, that means both the as we know that we are talking about the solution, and when we talk about the solution, it is made up of two components, that is solute and solvent. So when both of them are in the solid state, we use the formula of percentage of mass, and when either of them is in the liquid state, in the case of liquids or like in liters or milliliters, we use the formula for percentage of volume. So depending upon the physical state of the solute and the solvent, we need to categorize both the formulas for percentage of mass and percentage of volume. In this video, we will discuss what is the importance or how we can use the percentage of mass. So the formula for this concentration is mass of solute upon mass of solution into 100%. So this is the formula to find the concentration. It is always expressed as percentage, because when we are calculating, when we are dividing both these units, if both of them are in grams, so grams will cancel out, and hence we will get the value which will be in percentage. So this was the concept, or this was the formula for concentration. We will now further discuss the further important examples based on this concentration of solution expressed by mass. So let us now discuss an example based on concentration by mass. For example, if I have urea, which is in the solid state, it is about 10 grams of urea, which is mixed in water. Water I have 90 grams. So as you know, both of them are in the solid state, because grams is a measure of solid state. Hence I can use the formula of percentage of mass. So simply urea, which is in the lesser quantity, is the solute, and water, which is because it is in larger quantity, hence it will become the solvent. Now the mass of solution I will find out first. Solution will be equal to solute plus solvent. 90 plus 10 will become 100 grams. Now to find the concentration, I will use this formula. So concentration is equal to mass of solute, that is 10 gram, upon mass of solution, that is 100 gram, into 100%. Now gram and gram will cancel out each other. 100 also will cancel out. The answer will be 10%. That means the concentration of urea present in that solution of urea and water is 10%. So 10 grams of urea combined with 90 grams of water makes a solution which is concentrated about 10%. This is how you can use this formula to find various concentrations. But you must remember that out of these three substances, you may get directly the urea or the solution. Suppose, for example, if I have sodium chloride, that is 5 grams, and if I have a solution which is 100 grams. Now if you are asked find the water in it, so what will I do? Solvent is equal to solution minus solute. So solution is 100 gram minus 5 gram. I will get 95 grams of the solvent, which was water. So indirectly, if you are asked to find the solute, solvent or the solution independently, you can also find that also. But in the end, you can also find the concentration, which using the formula of mass of solute divided by the mass of solution into 100. This was the concept of concentration. We have discussed the important usage of concentration and an important example, which was the concentration of urea in the mixture of urea and water.